My name is Khayelitsha. I'm a theatre practitioner. I work in Younger Arts Development Center. I am a founder of Bapa Theatre Academy. We started Bapa Theatre Academy in 2000. It's 10 years now. Our main focus is to develop arts, especially performing arts, around in the surroundings of Western Cape. We are situated in Khayelitsha, but we do a lot of work with schools, a lot of work with the university, most especially University of Stellenbosch. So our main focus is training and productions, whereby we train young people, and then after training them, we make sure that we produce some shows so that we can be able to test their skills and talent. We have been doing that for the past 10 years. Abbreviation Bapa. Bapa means Black Adventist Panther Artist. Again, the naming was too personal because when I started Bapa Theatre Academy, it was more on personal needs. It was also more on personal dream, where as a black person, as a black child, who studied theatre in the township, and there were techniques that we were taught about cat families, which is my most, the choice that I chose was a panther, and being an Adventist religiously. So I felt to fuse everything, what I am, like I'm an artist, I'm an Adventist, and also I'm a black child. So it was a fusing of all these names. We saw this as an academy because we're not only doing plays, but we're also training leaders so that they go out there and explore. And if you go to Khayelitsha now, we've got more than 50 groups. 80% of those groups are people who are coming from Bapa Theatre Academy. And it's also aiming at young people and raw talent because we don't have requirements. We work with amateurs. We work with everyone who wants to explore or to study or to be engaged in art. We don't have requirements. We don't have any kind of need. We just want people who wants to do productions, but our only request is that they need to write productions that reflect their communities. The first program is creative training, whereby I scout performing artists. I don't scout experts, but I scout potential artists. Then I work with them to train them in the technique that we teach Panther. On that technique, for the past 10 years, we've been producing productions. And all those productions, when we train them the technique and leadership so that they become leaders. And then the second program that we have is Buya Festival, which is a university-based festival. It's our festival in partnership with University of Stellenbosch. And it's also aiming at young people and raw talent. And then we have a new program that we call Gijima. Gijima is a Zulu word, means run. Why we are saying run, it's because if you come to Western Cape, it's more in contemporary dance and European dances, which is ballet. Almost all the institutions, they teach European dances and contemporary. Even if they're doing African dance, when you watch it, you could see it's fused. It's not really the African dance. So we decided to garner around and come up with a project that we will call it firstly in an African name, Gijima. And we want to run Western Cape in trying to bring African concepts in dance. Our last program, it's an international program. It's co-joined with Work Camps Association, whereby we take artists and place them in other theatre companies or in other companies. The idea there is to give platform to performing artists to understand the corporate world. And it's a form of marketing where we take artists, for instance, if there's a boy who's a dancer, he wants to be an engineer, you take that boy to ESCOM. If he wants to study electrical engineering, why not pursue ESCOM to give this boy three or 4 weeks internship during school holidays, so that when they come back, those boys, they can create a piece of dance, theming it, maybe we'll say electrical legs. They will just, instead of giving us a report, like a normal report that we went to ESCOM, this is what we were told. They told us about this. But our report, we want them to create a piece out of the experience that day, so that we are promoting performing arts using corporate world. I've already highlighted Department of Education. That's our partner. We're working with young people. So it's very important to work with schools, not only learners, but also to work with teachers, because we definitely need to capacitate the teachers, because the department is working with inexperienced teachers in the arts and culture syllabus, which is we as Bapa Theatre Academy, again, we want to be supportive in trying to make our arts and culture department or arts and culture syllabus better. So it's our major partner in the programs that we do. Our second partner is University of Stellenbosch. We've been working with University of Stellenbosch for the past 6 years, and it's continuous. Again, as Bapa Theatre Academy, community-based organization, our financial administration is mostly done by University of Stellenbosch. Hence, we still need to capacitate ourselves in financial development, how to handle our finances and all those things. So Stellenbosch is playing that role of partnering with us for academic purposes in the industry, in the arts, and also on administration as well. Our other partner is Arts and Culture Trust. We've been supported by Arts and Culture Trust. I don't see Arts and Culture Trust as a sponsor or a funder. I see them as a partner, because they were able to come down to Western Cape to establish an Arts and Culture Forum, which that forum, even if we don't benefit direct financially, but we are able to access bursaries that they offer for young people. Yeah. Definitely need human resource. But how do you get human resource? Because you definitely need funds in order to get people. Even if we are training, but we were training based on our passion and volunteerism, and we will need to grow to further our studies, to further our programs. But we cannot, because we don't have these resources. Even if we sometimes lack funding, but we can see that the maximum challenge that we have, it's equivalent the successes that we get in terms of response from the schools and interest and all that. The academy itself, it gave a platform to community to bring awareness about issues that we were raising through theatre, and also the kind of parenting that we were doing, whereby we will take kids to camps and work with them on issue-based productions or home-based issues productions, whereby we deal with issues that are affecting ourselves, not only to make awareness to the community, but to make awareness to ourselves by performing or portraying those characters that will before they go to the community, they heal us first. And also the outcomes of those productions, even though some of them are no longer artists as to practice, but they are graduates. They've managed to gain leadership skills, motivational characters, what you call in English morals. So I'm saying we see ourselves in 5 years, even if we are still young, we see ourselves in 5 years trying to follow that route, trying to teach African perspective